Concord was a thing, apparently. It took me longer to make this video than the game even existed out in the ether. I swear this is going to be the game that people look at when they're like, oh yeah, I wonder why the gaming industry went from a multi-trillion-dollar industry to nothing. Who would have guessed that these companies are completely brain-dead retards and they're just chasing after the money? Wow, it's almost like it's destined to fail. So let's talk about Concord, right? So Concord was made by Firewalk Studios, which was acquired by Sony. Sony shut down Japan Studios in favor of this shit, yada, yada, yada. It cost in the realm of $100 to $200 million. And that's only if you account for cash flow. Most people have no idea how businesses and these suits talk. People just kind of just mimic what they think these suits do. But you guys are missing out on like key details that people that only own companies really understand. Because I mean, come on, dude. It's in the one Amazon show, which we'll talk about later. This game took 8 years to develop. And if you remember, if you can think back, I know everybody's busy doing fucking whippets. Hey. And causing holes in their brains like these Reddit posters. But if you could remember what came out 8 years ago, that's right, Overwatch. And Concord is what? Overwatch, but Guardians of the Galaxy, but gayer. It's almost like a game comes out that's a banger, and all these companies go, that's mine now. And they just keep, it's the Fortnite Battle Royale fucking PUBG trend all over again, dude. I'm just glad this one fucking failed. It's funny, like only 69 people earned the platinum trophy for Concord. And what's funny is you had to apparently get to level 70, 50, whatever the hell it is. So what people were doing was they were just killing themselves, just jumping off the balcony so that the game would be over quicker. Like that's some next level. Like people just wanted to be done with it. And then people will be like, oh, but Deadlock will come out. Both sides, by the way. Oh, but it's easy to make something that works. Concord just sucks. Oh, Concord's a thing, but also Deadlock. I thought people were tired. Both of you are forgetting one simple fact. Deadlock is made by Valve. Valve could shit in a fucking sock and beat you to death with it, and people will still buy it. Can you imagine how awesome a PlayStation branded hero shooter would be? That would kill. Right, dude? You got like Nathan Drake, Cole McGrath, Nathan Hale from Resistance, some Killzone dudes. Kind of like Marvel Rivals, right? Which is another hero-based thing, but that again, that's Marvel. It's gonna sell. It's Disney. Like they win. Like let's be fucking real here. And the game just looks like fucking boring. Technically, it looks fine. Like nothing I'm jumping to, but there's not even like characters that make me want to like jump and play the game. Let's look at a couple of them. All right, so you got this. So let's look at the characters here. You have this fucking trash can, one off, which, whatever, 5 out of 10. I feel no ways about it whatsoever. This fucking Eminem Amari bitch, like the lipstick and the bright fucking pink, just throw this whole trash can thing out of the way. Like it looks like it's the lipstick, bro. It's the lipstick. That's all that's fucking weird about that. You put that in the Warhammer universe, right? Minus the lipstick, and it'll be fine. So it's a little that looks like an uncommon skin, right? when you get the character to level 2, you get the different alternative variant colors that nobody gives a shit about. The Veers. That's not a terrible one. Right? That one's not bad. 7 out of 10. Starchild. This ogre-looking bitch. Like, this shit is fucking retarded. Like, this is so bad. Like, it's so dumb. Like, it looks like a baboon's fucking ass. 4 out of 10. Baz. The glasses. The space buns. The bright lipstick, giant shoulder pads. Fuck that. 2 out of 10. ItZ. 1 out of 10. Roka. What the fuck? Looks like a bug. That's 2 out of 10. Duchess. Does she have a sniper? I swear to God, can we get rid of the sniper old woman fucking trend, please? 0 out of 10. Jabali, 0 out of 10. Tio, is this the first white guy? Well, since I'm a white guy and he's a white guy, let's give him an 8 out of 10. Daw. That's so bad. I'm not even going to rate it. Kips. I actually kind of like this one. Yeah, I actually kind of like Kips. That's not a bad skin. Whatever. I don't know. 7 out of 10. Lark, a fucking must. 4 out of 10. Heimer, you mean Hyman? 2. 1. 0. They're all just fucking bland. The chick with the fucking cube on her head was the only one that looked semi-appealing. Or the robot bitch. Besides from the white guy, of course. The white guy is a top-tier character. 10 out of 10. I hope he has like Duke Nukem fucking dude bro phrases that he says. So basically that's just the whole overview of Concord. Now, a lot of people are under the assumption that this is a good thing for the industry. I, on one hand, think it is not. In the immediate short term. Long term, we'll probably be fine. But long term is a long time away. But right now, we got motherfuckers, bragging about buying a disk drive just to own other people. Like, when these companies can't make a profit anymore, because these games are just an investment now to them. You could see by Ubisoft throwing an actual bitch fit over the CEOs and whatnot. The shareholders are pissed. So let's talk about where this leads, right? And the whole bigger picture here. And some of the individuals involved and some of the takes and conversations around the game. So we're just going to do it all in one video. Sony is probably not very happy. Because PlayStation is just shooting itself in the fucking foot. And I'm sure all the other companies are looking at Sony right now going, how do we not fuck this shit up anymore? After Skull and Bones, all the Ubisoft shit, these constant live service games getting shut the fuck down in favor of just Game Pass, PlayStation Plus subscriptions, and all this bullshit. So, Sony raised the price of the physical console in Japan. Probably came right around the time the CEOs got word that Concord was probably going to be a gigantic fucking failure. They just preemptively covered their own fucking ass over this shit. And then game came out and I think it made it lost like 99% of its investment. And then they scrapped it. And then they refunded everybody. So they lost 100% of their investment. We'll get to the refund issue, right? After canceling the game, They jacked the price. Jacked is a harsh word. They increased the prices of the controllers. $5 for the standard ones and $10 for the hardcore ones. I am under the opinion that those controllers cost way too much fucking money. And they're selling people the PlayStation 5 Pro without a fucking disk drive, without a fucking stand, dude. Like the cost of the console is now $850. Plus the PlayStation plus games, plus the controllers. Like, you're looking at $1,000 fucking box, dude. Like, Sony is milking every cent they can just to make this money back. Like, everything around gaming now just costs too much fucking money. And it's solely because the industry is not run by gamers and consumers anymore. It's run off of shareholders, investments, and fucking spreadsheets. Like, how much you want to bet the price of the PlayStation subscription, whatever it's fucking called, is gonna go up within the next year? On the flip side, it's also going to include less good games. That was terrible grammar, but eat my ass. The quality of the games is gonna go down. Dude, we have first party PlayStation games leaving the PlayStation Plus store. How do you feel about that? Paying $200 extra a year and you can't even play the PlayStation games? I remember it was like a couple days after Volition got shut down, and they offered Saints Row as the PlayStation Plus game. Refunds. All right, let's talk about the refunds. PlayStation, in its unfathomable wisdom, was smart enough to refund people and gain just a small amount of goodwill. But you could see how much that goodwill goes when people sold the fucking PlayStation 5 disc drive out of the fucking bazookas. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying anymore. They bought a bunch of them. But refunds. This is a funny. So, and then we have the show from Amazon. I forget what it's called. Here it is. But there's a whole ass episode revolving around these fucking, like, there's a whole episode around these characters. So Sony PlayStation had to have paid some amount of money, investment, something, to get that show to have a segment on the fucking thing. Otherwise, why would Amazon just give them the good graces of making them a show? There has to be some give and take there. That's another increased price on the price tag that nobody's really thinking about, and other investments. So there's some CEO out there, there's some fucking suit out there that took their book of fucking numbers, right, of Concord, and its projected value and the store and all of that, showed it to another suit who showed it to now somebody else in the fucking marketing investment guy, right? And then he went and he took it and he was like, hey, we're gonna build this project. Can we get a loan off of Concord based on these projections? That's how this shit works. I can take a loan out on my house based on how much it's worth, and so can these people do it with cars and watches. That's why they have these assets. So there are probably other properties that are completely affected by Concord shitting the bed. And we know this because of those couple games Sony has planned. We'll get to it. The refunds thing is hilarious because it's really the first live service thing we've seen to do this type of thing. We have so many of these live service games that just get shut down and so many people left fucking abandoned. Like, didn't like Back 4 Blood and Redfall both like have content scrapped that was planned? Like, there are a bunch of these games that are going to lose content because of that. That's the slow drip feed. Would you rather have a game and pay the $60 up front and have all of the characters, all of the maps, all of the this, but you lose 5 characters because they don't make the game go an extra 2 years? I think I would rather take that trade-off, because otherwise you have what we have now. Like, if you look at multiverses, this is a great example. The WB game, and why I hate hero fucking games, is that I would have paid $60 for that game up front if it included all the fucking characters. But it didn't. You have to grind for way too fucking long to earn one fucking character. It's so goddamn stupid. But then the store is filled with like $40 fucking skins that you can't even use because they don't come with the fucking character. So it's really like a $60 skin. Eat my fucking ass with this live service shit. Like, you're not getting a return on the first Descendants fucking swimsuit fucking outfits that you bought for 20 something fucking dollars. God damn it. I hope that shit was nut worthy. But you're not getting any of these refunds anymore. This was not like, oh, we fucked up, we're sorry. No, this was a good graces type of move to just, like, they lit themselves on fucking fire, and what they're really doing is saving their big toe. All right, section about live action refunds. So now we're going to talk about live action games and just the whole state of the fucking industry, right? Video games are a for-profit sport now. There is no more, oh, we love the art, we want to tell a story. Maybe one or two of them out of the thousands. Your alternative is that fucking dude going, oh, it's the first quadruple A title. And then it just fucking shits the proverbial bed. Skull and Bones, by the way. So Sony had 12 live action games in the pipeline before this. And before recording this in my notes, I have, I bet they canceled some of them by now. And then I looked. What do you know? They canceled some of them. Probably because some of them was entirely bankrolled by the fucking Concord legendary skins. Like, these stores are making the money to fund other games, so that way when this one gets canceled, they have a new one, and they can just bankroll fucking these live service games for infinity. The dude fucking Thor over at Pirate Software explains this beautifully. Let's listen.
Yeah, here's the biggest sadness, dude. I worked 2 years of overtime straight on StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty. StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty made less money than the horse, the first Sparkle Pony horse in World of Warcraft. A $15 microtransaction horse made more money than StarCraft 2. That's it. That's the whole meme, dude. You're wondering why these companies do microtransactions? Because dipshits keep buying all of them.
Beautifully put. And the best part is the swimsuit skins from First Descendants that you guys are nutting over. You're these people. You're buying the shiny horse armor. You're doing it. You're ruining my fun. I'm a completionist at heart, and it sucks seeing all the good skins be locked behind a fucking store, and then I spend 80 fucking hours grinding out one skin by collecting all the feathers, beating all the bosses, sucking all the dick, and then collecting 984,612 pebbles. And then I get some ugly ass brown skin that does fucking Jack Hall, and then some $20 skin in the fucking store has particle effects and lighting, and when you shoot a bow, it sucks. Fuck. The fucking six-armed Egyptian god of fucking suckery comes down and gives you a blowjob. Let's move on. We have fucking people buying $30 skins for Modern Warfare 3, knowing full well that the game is dead in like a week and a half. It's so fucking funny to see how much money people spend on this fucking shit. and then cry about the state of the industry, or cry because their game got shut down, or cry about this, that, and the other thing. You're all the problem. Dude, they've made a gajillion dollars off of these fucking stores by selling you a third of the price of game every 14 seconds in the fucking store, dude. Like I don't have Call of Duty downloaded or else I would show you. But there's probably like 4 things in the store per row. And I guarantee the first one is like 2,400 credits, 2,400 credits, 2,400 credits, 2,400 credits, which turns out to be 98,000 credits. Oh, wait, you can only buy 96,000 credits. So might as well spend the extra $15 fucking dollars to get another pack of 20,000. Oh, but you get 20% more. Like, I have a point I'm getting. This is no longer a company making money. These are investors making money, which is a totally different fucking ball game. And you know what happens when these investors can't make fucking money? They go away. Like, the game industry is fucking cooked, bro. They're doing everything in their power to just milk the shit out of people. They're lying to consumers. Like, we have fucking Anthem years ago. It wasn't fucking fabricated as a fucking thing, yet I bet you could have pre-ordered it with the gold edition to get some fancy fucking suit, right? Right, you got these review embargoes, so these companies don't get fucking shown their asshole. Like fucking avocado did a 200 brain and I fucking Q, right? Because the game's trash, so they don't let people review it until the game comes out, so that way people buy it and then sucks to suck, fucker. You got paid reviews. You got IGN giving Concord a 7 and the Warhammer game a 60 from fucking PC Gamer, right? You got reviews without the stores in them, so people don't get shown how bad the microtransactions are day one. You got fucking hiring influencers like the Ackman did with Payday 3. You don't even show him the full fucking game, and of course he's gonna fucking lie because he got fucking paid to. Like, these are all advertised. The marketing budget is out the fucking wazoo. They want their fucking money. Like, if they can't keep making this much fucking money, they're not gonna invest in it. Like, they're fucking like, yeah, 10,000 a year, 10,000. Have you ever seen gambling addicts do like the fucking direct deposit from their bank account, 20 grand gone in like 3 spins? That's how these investors are when they see these companies are making 80,000 times their investment. Right, and then now, obviously, that Concord failed. People are like, obviously, Sony is in the prime position to bring back classic FPS titles, and they're just gooning over the shit, man. You want modern day gaming to touch the old games, Infamous, Killzone, Resistance? They're gonna be ruined. They're going to be live service stores that have a game built in. Like, it's bad enough I can't even play the full fucking Resistance game on my PS Vita. The game is 15 fucking years old, and it's got a fucking paywall to get to the online mode. No, thank you. We didn't know how good we had it. I would not want them to touch anything, dude. And like, that's like the main problem with these live service games. Well, one is that I have a brain and I realize that they're just stores. That, and they'll just shut it down if there's no money. Dude, they're ripping Concord out of people's fucking accounts. Like, the game industry is too big There's too much money in this fucking shit, and now games are taking way too long to develop. They've got too many hands in the fucking pie, whether you want to say it's DEI, Sweet Baby Inc., BlackRock, whatever the fuck you say. It's too much money. It costs too many millions and too many years to develop these games for these companies to see minimal fucking returns, if any. Like, I firmly stand by my opinion that live service games are fucking dog shit. I would rather pay $80 than have some live service game that is supported until the end of time. Because I hate FOMO. I hate treating this shit like a job where it's like, hey, I know you have other games to play, but there's a new event and it takes 800 hours to unlock a fucking trinket. It's like, how fucking lame is that shit? It's just, you have fucking Apex Legends doing like $700 fucking boxes, bro. Like, there's going to be a point, and I'm sure they've already had talks about it, where these investors are just going to fucking dip. Because the marketing alone has to be outrageous, right? Content creations, shorts, ads, influencers, paid reviews. Like, just think about how much money went into Concord. Buying the studio, developing the game, advertising the movie show thing, content creation, shorts, paid reviews, the Twitter simps fucking fighting with each other. I guarantee some of those copies of the game only sold because it was hyped up because two retards were flinging shit at each other. Like, the Suicide Squad sold really well, but I am sure it didn't make a lot of money. Not as much money as it's worth shutting down studios and bad publicity and all that. Like, these are all risks these companies are no longer willing to produce. Right? So, Suicide Squad, Concord, these are all games that take a lot of fucking time and effort to make. And so the outcome is either that they leave the industry or we just get these just soft, like Fall Guys types of games that are developed for brain-powered infants and people that play on mobile phones. Like, these companies are not going to be willing to take these $1 million 10-year risks, right? And then on to the money. We haven't discussed DEI yet. And what's funny is that I am sure that there is a hand over here where woke developers and humans are the problem. And then there's this hand right here that has the shareholders and investors telling the companies to do whatever the fuck they can to make money, which is chasing trends. So this DEI Sweet Baby Inc. thing is really just a tool to make money. Yeah, woke is fucking annoying and it's gay, but I really wouldn't call it the problem. It's a byproduct. It's a symptom. It's like, like how people get cancer and then they, their immune system goes to shit and then they develop leprosy. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Woke people are the leprosy, where it's kind of just like an annoying, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, dude, skip. Right, so if BlackRock tells them that DEI and Sweet Baby Inc. is the way to go to make money, that's what they're going to do, because they don't care about making a good game. They care about making a game that makes money. And right now, all of the money is going towards these games that are not making any fucking money. Skull and Bones, Dustborn, all these woke fucking games that people are complaining about aren't doing well in direct comparison to things like Wukong or Warhammer or shit like that. I don't know. I'm under the assumption and opinion that I don't really think the game failed because it was woke. I think it was woke, but I think there are bigger fucking problems. You know, the problems I fucking said about money. I think those are a bigger issue than the woke thing. Obviously, these companies are investing heavily into DEI woke shit. Like I've said, you know, Dustborn, you have all these fucking like pride skins and whatnot. Like Suicide Squad has Miss Freeze for fucking whatever reason to sell you the $20 Mr. Freeze skin. Let's be fucking straight here. Right, so the main bitch on the fucking cover is a transvestite. Well, I don't fucking give a shit. Transgender, dude, don't care. And then you have this report from what's his face, Smash JT. Firewalk Studios, the studio behind the impending Concord flop, has serious internal issues. One of their devs, Lisa Brown, came out as non-binary and forced everyone at the company to call her professor. She would regularly have meetings with cheesy phrases like teaching, learning with the professor. She pushed extreme politics, hated guns, and wanted unvaxxed staff fired. This is part of why Concord is such a delusional mess. I found out a lot. Shut up. So, this person is obviously unwell. So, do we immediately say Concord failed because of wokeness because of this one person? Well, apparently everybody would say yes. But I have a bigger brain than most people. I think this person is a fucking insane person regardless. There are also fucking insane people that work in every other company that don't believe this shit, that are equally as fucking deranged the other way. Right, so did it fail because it was woke? I don't know. Maybe the leadership is just fucking gay, right? Ubisoft is obviously tired of it, and obviously wokeness is a part of it, but I think there's a bigger fucking issue, and that's these companies don't know what the fuck they're doing. Sony has 12 live service games had in the pipeline. They're chasing trends in dollars. Like, that's all they're doing is chasing money, and it's making them lose money. I really don't see how corporate fucking decisions are in any way related to wokeness. I would say this is a day-to-day war versus battle thing. The battles are lost because of woke retards, but the war is ultimately lost because these corporate entities are fucking greedy. I'm out of fucking caffeine here. Like, they're not just woke, they're retarded. And I'm not, like, it just seems so silly to blame the entire 8-year-long project, multi-million-dollar project, a failure because of wokeness. Like, it's not the individual. If the individual is XYZ, obviously fuck them. I don't care. Right? The pronoun bullshit, leadership, professor pronoun, suck my dick, blacklisting. But these are also the developers that people want to protect. Oh, but the devs. So what? It's either the corporate entity's fault for being greedy retards that don't know what the fuck they're doing, or it's the woke retards that are just ruining everything. Obviously, they make all the decisions in these companies, and they're the ones front running all these fucking failures. Fucking blacklisting people reminds me of the Scooby-Doo fucking AI bullshit where some fucking college kid was like, oh, I'm gonna make a Scooby-Doo animation, and then he dared to use fucking AI voices to, you know, fucking the characters. And then one of the main bitches voice actresses was like, ban this motherfucker, blacklist him from the industry, shoot him out of a fucking cannon. These are the people you're defending when you say it's not the devs' faults. You can't blame it on wokeness and say that the woke devs are ruining everything, and then in the same breath say devs. Also, by the way, AI. Scooby-Doo thing. The same motherfuckers that are complaining about AI being used back then are now using AI to redesign these fucking Concord people. My head spins so motherfucking fast by the way these motherfuckers' arguments just fall off the fucking planet. So let's go through some more of these developers that just spearheaded the problem. Spearheaded this clusterfuck of shit. Because I know I seem like I'm backtracking of what I said when I said the developers weren't at fault. But remember, I also called them retarded. Can't fucking take you motherfuckers. And the reason I really don't care about the developers as a whole, right? And you can cherry pick how you want and be like, oh no, I just mean those devs. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. All of them. Don't care. And I'll say this, because anybody working at the studio could have easily stood up and been like, hey, no thank you. This is a bad idea. And if that person goes, blacklist, everybody else should go, that's no. And then somebody should step in and fire that person. But it doesn't happen. Everybody is fucking complacent in these fucking retards. You know, you had the developer call everybody else talentless freaks, but their game shut down. I guess who's a talentless freak fucking now, right? You have swaths of the artists they're gonna quit the industry over Concord because they made one bad game. Dude, I swear, if this was like early 2000s, this game would have failed and it would have been nothing. They would just keep moving on. You know, you have the lead dev that's like whites must acknowledge their privileged position and then actively work for equality. Yeah, okay, so I'm reading about that one. It has nothing to do with Concord, but they said it in another thread a while ago. Same shit, it's a retard. Like the studio heads are like, oh, add a store, add this, add that. Somebody could easily very well say, no, that's fucking sucks, bro. Like how many of these fucking people had their characters changed race, gender, what, this, that, the other thing, changed the way the core mechanic worked, and they just bent over and went, ugh, thank you. Like, fuck these people. I don't care. The quality control is dog shit. Beta means early access. Early access means it's dog shit. You got DRM, Denuvo, Epic Games being downloaded. Shit we don't want. I don't care about these people. Everybody in the game industry is ruining the hobby. Whether that be on purpose or by not doing anything. Now here comes my favorite part of the day, where I get to trash on both sides. Now what I think is everybody's being a giant hypocrite. I saw this video pop up and it's the guy redesigning Concord characters. Very good video, very good guy. The characters look a lot better. They just look a lot better. But watching this and seeing some of the characters, by the way, I noticed something is that like any of these characters could easily be placed in like Apex Legends or flip-flopped. Why I think gamers are hypocrites right now is, so let's say woke game developer released game A, right? Characters looked a certain way, so on and so forth. Everybody called them woke. Company B, not woke, releases a game with similar characters. All's well. Now, if we flip-flop them, they're going to have a problem with the woke one and not the other. Deadlock was a pretty prime example of that for me. Because a lot of the characters in there are either ambiguously kind of or, you know, there's a black mob boss lady a black mafioso. The only white guy is the cop, obviously fascist. All cops are bastards. And I was right, dude. There are people on there, bitching and moaning about pronouns and this, that, and the other thing. And I really just dislike a lot of the mainstream people that just have piss poor arguments. And if you flip flop the companies, they would have nothing but fucking praise. Like, again, these characters look good, but if you look at them, I understand why people call you guys incels when this is your redesign. And you had everybody, hyping the shit up. It's very nice to look at. But you're never beating the incel claims, homie. None of you are. And if that's cool with you, that's cool. That's all fine, well, and dandy. I don't really care. Like, I fucking love looking at hot women. But the way some of you act makes me think you've never interacted with a woman in your entire lives. Like, you act like a bunch of fucking horny chimps. Maybe I'm not 16 anymore, but like coming all over a fucking $40 First Descendant skin, or like any redesign that's AI immediately has her in lingerie. Like the women that play these games women play these games, obviously, and they like to look at sexy things, but they aren't openly as horny for fucking pixels like you people are. I don't know. Seriously, I seriously think if you put that hot black chick in Apex, somebody's gonna have some fucking DIE fucking talks, right? Like, there's inherently nothing wrong with any of the designs from Apex Legends, but they're all considered woke. I swear, if you flip-flop them between games, these gamers would have nothing but fucking praises. I fully fucking stand by that. Right? So that was really it. This was a really long video. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed this rambling, please consider liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. But I really think the games industry is really going to take a hit over the next couple years with all these investors jumping ship, probably like next year, because all the Christmas lineups are just fucking trash. Once the investors leave, there's going to be nothing bankrolling these giant projects anymore. So we're either going to get really safe Fall Guys type bullshit games that are designed for mentally retarded children, or, I mean, my hope is that we return to like the golden age of gaming, where it's made to make a game and the money is a byproduct. Like, I understand these companies need to make money, but these companies are in the game to make money, not a game. I firmly believe it should be the opposite way. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.